Hi, this is Daniel Fury 35. I would like to wish my maternal grandmother a happy heavenly 90th birthday. I would like to talk about my maternal grandmother, Grandma Rose, for her birthday. Um, if I remember, if I remember correctly, my grandma Rose lived in I think an orphanage or something like that, or that might have been or that might have been my dad's grandmother. Um, um, when my grandma was when my grandma Rose was growing up, she didn't have a lot of advantages, and so when she so when she became a mother, when she became a mother, and the mother of my and the mother of my mother, she 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 became a very she became a my grandma Rose became a very giving person as an adult. Um, since my mom grew up as an only child, she would get a lot of gifts for the holidays, and 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 her dad, my grandpa Harry, would take her to the store to get penny candy, and and uh and and he would also take mom to the zoo. And I'm going to fast forward to and I'm going to fast forward to my experiences with Grandma Rose. Um, back in back back in 2011, um, my cat Cupcake passed away. We had her put down, and the day after she was put down, I was on my netbook, and I kept I kept looking up at the and I kept looking up at the picture window in the living room, and every time I look and and I started to get tears in my eyes, and I started to get tears in my eyes, and I started crying, and I and I decided to call Grandma Rose to tell her that to tell her that I was to tell her that to tell her that I was to tell her that I was upset, and she said to me, you know, she it said to me, it said to me, it said to me, I I know you're very sad I know you're very sad, I know you're very sad that I know you're very sad. I know you're very sad that Cupcake. That was the name of the cat that we had put down back in 2011. But you know, she's not any fun anymore, right? And it's like, yep. And then and then my call with Grandma Rose ended with this. So Matt, what would you like for Easter? Would you like and I told her that and I told my Grandma Rose that I would like a Visa gift card for Easter. And she said okay, and then I hung up, and then I hung up the phone, and I would I and my mom would drop, and I would stay with my grandmother when my mom had to work, My grandma Rose would open up her home to to her family members all the time. The April 2003 issue of Shonen Jump is very special to me because Grandma Rose was the one who bought it for me at Weiss, which is I think Weiss was the giant at the time at that time. My grandma Rose was very generous, very loving. Thanksgiving is coming up, and her night and what would have been her 90th birthday falls on Thanksgiving this year. November 27th. That's when my that's when Grandma Rose was born. I'm gonna say this again. Grandma Rose was a very generous woman, a very loving woman, and the thing that about with my Visa gift card from her for sure was a Mega Mode Samurai Red figure. So that figure is very special to me because I bought it with a final gift card that I got from my Grandma Rose. I will always love and miss Grandma Rose. I think it's been 14 years since Grandma Rose passed. She died at 75. She she smoked a lot, and in the caused her to in the caused her to die early. At 75, she made it to 75 despite being she made it to 75 she made it to 75 she made it to 75 despite being despite smoking. My grandpa Harry, her husband, died at 65 from smoking because he smoked more than she did. I'm gonna end this video by I'm gonna now it's time for me to end this video by saying now it's time for me to end this video by saying thank you for everything, Grandma Rose.